Hello everyone, welcome back to my
Chanel?
Are you good? Are you being good? Are you looking after yourselves? Like, what's going on with you? Tell me all your life's details.
Interesting.
Jenny, no. That's either going to be Jenny or Ven. Jenny and Ven, how dare you? But yeah, we're talking about Stormfront, the first book of the Dresden Files series by Jim Butcher. There is 17 books in this series with 2 to be announced. They're not out yet. I think they were late last year they were announced, but people are still waiting on them. So yeah, 17 books. This book was originally published in the UK in 2005. Story pages, there's 305, but there's extras from the next book. I think it's called Full Moon, which bring it to 332. And I never read the next book bits because I'd like them to be a surprise. I don't want to know. No. But the blurb. Harry is the best at what he does, and not just because he's the only one who does it. So whenever the Chicago PD has a case that transcends mortal capabilities, they look to him for answers. But business isn't just slow, it stinks. So when the police bring him in to consult on a grisly double murder committed with black magic, Harry's seeing dollar signs. But where there's black magic, there's a black mage behind it, and now that mage knows Harry's name, and that's when things start to get interesting. So the blurb sounds great. I've read the book within a week. It took me a little while because the first bit I started to really enjoy because that's when the murder, like the murder and the grisly scene you got to see. The middle bit was just kind of more of a filler while he works on the case at the same time, and then the last bit was just like, here's a little bit of action for you. But the story itself, yes, Harry's work isn't doing great. It's not grand. He has a friend in the police known as Murphy. And Murphy's like, yo, I need some help. Come to this scene. And he's like, cool, I'm here. What's going on? And she's like, here's a bucket because it's going to be bad. And he's like, nah, I'm a wizard. I've seen shit. I've got the wizard's sight. So he goes in and kind of detaches himself a little bit from himself emotionally and anything else. And he can see things a bit better than just the mundane people because he is a wizard. And he starts to have a look around and he catalogues what he sees, and then he gets to the bodies, and basically in the throes of passion, they are on top of each other, woman on top, back arched, both their chests are just like, it's like a scene from Aliens, it's like bursted open, their hearts fucking ripped out, both of them at exactly the same time. Yeah, magic did this, but he needs to prove how magic did it, find the person who did it, and he can't really do that in a safe way for himself because he has this doom patrol sort of thing on him, where if he does anything to do with black magic or they think he's guilty of this, he's gonna die because in the past he has killed someone. Though it was self-defense, it does mention they're like, nah, you killed someone with magic, it's not good. But yeah, anyway, he throws up and he's like, cool, I need to figure this out in a safe way. And Murphy, his friend, really pushes down on him. Now the main thing is to do with this, he's kind of stuck between like 2 hard walls. He's stuck in a hard place because there's no way for him to physically do these things, test it, keep himself safe while he has people around him. And he can't really have people around him because he's a wizard. Things don't go well for wizards. So he's a very depressed individual, which kind of drains a lot of the fun out of this. He tries to be very sarcastic and crack jokes that don't land very well, physically or IRL. So yeah, he's working on this case, he takes up another case, and within the first like 40 pages, we meet like 14 people. There's a lot of characters we have introduced very fast. And there's only really 2 characters that I like in this book. And that's not Harry, it's actually Murphy, the policewoman, who is very logical, hard worker, and she has her own personality, which I really like. And the other person I actually like is the cat. He has a cat. Everyone loves cats. This cat is a big cat, some sort of like cross species of cats, like bred together. But this cat is just like, nah, I'm lazy. I'm just going to chill over here. And that's pretty much it. And I'm just like, I like this cat. This cat is good. Now, the main thing that I really want to stress about this is that the magic in this book it was a bit, comparing to the other fantasy books that I've read or the supernatural books that I've read, the magic in this doesn't work well for me personally. So you're a wizard, you've got magic, you can do so much stuff, so many things, but you can only do them if you're wearing, let's say you make a magic ring or a magic bracelet, or you have a wand or a staff. Because if you don't, people around you will die, because you're that powerful. But that's for all wizards and witches and whatever. You need something to do. So we have these really cool action scenes where he has to find something to point at someone and then say, like, a few words of magic, and then it'll work. And when there's action happening, because some of it's really good action, it takes away the fast pace and stuff, and it's like, nah, I need to go find this stick and then think of what I want to do, and then put the emotion and the anger or the thought behind it as I pronounce these Latin words to you. And that's kind of it. That's how magic works. And I was kind of hoping it to be a bit different than that. Like I said before, there was a lot of characters. 14 characters that you meet. It's a lot in one go, which can be a bit difficult for people just coming into this sort of thing. For a first book, I think it should have eased up a little bit on that. For some of the characters, I get it, like, because you're building up a case and stuff, but some of them it's kind of like, you could have easily just, like, not included them. The plot itself, the premise of the plot is amazing. I love it. I love the murder scenes. They were beautifully described. But the pace of the book kind of, it starts off really high and then it dips. And then it dips for quite a while until the very last pages. It kind of goes back up again. But it's them last few pages where it dips up. That's where my mind just kind of left the story. And I just, even though it was action, I just wanted to get done with the book. Because I was just, the action was really great. It was fantastically written, but for me, I just got brain dead because it was so much flopping around and things that didn't have a conclusion towards that bit. Re-readability, I think for a lot of people who are fans of this book, definitely re-readability. And the action in it is fun. I would class that as a fun factor for the book. And the murder scenes, I really did enjoy them. I love the detail that went into that. The main thing is that people who I spoke to are fans of the series say the first one isn't the best of the series. So what I am going to do to get like a full kind of picture on the style of writing and see if I enjoy it more, I am going to read the second book called Full Moon. But that's just to get a kind of an idea of it. I know that I'm probably not going to buy another book. I'll probably get it on the Kindle because it'll probably be cheap. I don't want to spend a lot of money on a series that I might not enjoy. So I'm going to move on to the second book just to kind of get a feel of it, see if I do enjoy it. Just a quick note. Harry is kind of sexist in this book. But it's not like in the front about it. It's just he made like a little comment and it was just kind of like, I see where his mind at. He's a needy boy, he's very emotional, he's very depressed, and that depressive feeling is throughout the book because he doesn't stop whining about a lot of things that make him depressed. And I get it, you're trying to set up like this sort of character, but I don't relate to him at all. Normally with characters in books you find some form of like way to connect with them. I didn't get that with this book, but hopefully in the second book I might get that. Who knows? But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the book. I would love to know. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get the other book on Kindle because I don't want to pay full whack for a book, just in case I don't enjoy it. But yeah, stay awesome, be good. I'm struggling with my words right now. And I will see you all very, very soon. I'm going to move on to the next book, which is Naked in Death. So we're moving away from the supernatural for a second and going more into the crime and thriller section. But yeah, be good, make good life choices, and love, love.